Hi folks, how's it going? A couple of months ago I did an update video on what was happening for the park in 2020. That's still available up on the Knarr Bike Park YouTube channel. I'm sorry for the radio silence recently, but today is a bit of a further update on that video. During the autumn of last year I came to the conclusion that the best thing for both me and the park was to look into collaboration. Now that wasn't really an easy decision to make. I'd kind of done all of this on my own, but at the same time it was a smart decision to make. At the end of the day, for me personally, I was working 7 days a week, which is just kind of, to some extent, after a couple of years it becomes non-sustainable with a family and just life in general. And for the park itself, it's sort of, the honest truth is, it started off as a dream to be able to a dream stroke ambition to be able to build and open my own bike park. But after a little while of doing it, what actually creeps in is that your dreams and ambitions grow, and you're kind of not just satisfied with what you've got. So in terms of what I've done with the park, you know, I spend a lot of time up here, so there's lots of things that I wander around and go, oh, wouldn't it be ace if we did that, and wouldn't this be great, and wouldn't that be great? And essentially, you know, as is kind of human nature to some extent, you always kind of want more. And I just knew that I was going to have to bring somebody on board to be able to make that a reality. Super difficult to do on my own. I'd managed to get it to this point, but that was through 7 days a week. And is it really realistic that I was going to get it to that next sort of 5 levels above on my own? So, you know, it's time to get somebody involved. The way I saw it last November is I could pick, I don't know, say a dozen or so companies who were like possibilities that maybe could help, or I could just find the one company that I actually wanted to work with and concentrate on them. So that's what I did. The company that I chose to approach are they're the company that I feel most confident in. Having researched them thoroughly, I feel like their plans for the future and the way that they want to grow their company, and the things that they're doing now and that they are planning for the future, that these are the guys that I want to be involved with. The difficulty on that is they're a global company. I mean, they're big guys. The big difference between myself and these guys is I don't have multiple employees, I don't have offices all over the world, and I don't have projects going on all over the world either. It's literally just me in this place here. So when it comes to kind of like putting my hand up and go, oh, hey, over here, I'm a little guy with big ideas, it's obviously quite difficult to get their attention and to attract their attention. So that's what I've been doing from November until now, and as you can imagine, you know, it's not easy to do. And I know it's frustrating, and it's frustrating that the park's been closed and I've been busy with these other things. But I just kind of have to ask you to trust me that I've picked the right company to pursue, because I really do believe that. I think these guys are the right ones, that I've contacted the right people basically. And yeah, it's not easy, you know, dealing with conference calls with a few different people on the call, and having to do that from calling in through time zones and all sorts of things, and that's not always the easiest way. It's currently it was the best way we had to do it, but it's not always the easiest way to do these kind of negotiations and talks and things. But one of the reasons that I'm making this update now is I've now got to a point where in a couple of weeks time there's a representative from the aforementioned company who's going to come down, and he's going to spend the day with me here. I'm going to walk them around and show them everything, and really talk to them about my hopes and dreams for the place and what I have in mind. I suppose the main thing that I wanted to say in this update was that I know and I appreciate and I'm grateful for your patience, and I understand that it's frustrating me having the park closed, and I also understand that it's kind of frustrating me not being able to give you the full story, but I am trying to give you everything that I've got, and all I can say is thank you for your patience, but I am doing this to try and make things better for all of us. I wouldn't pursue something like this if I didn't really believe in the company, which I do, and I just can't, as I say, I just kind of need you to trust me on that I've done my research, and I've picked the company that I want to work with based upon a lot of factors, but based upon I get a good gut feeling about them, and secondly, that they're in this for making things better too. They're not in this to be like, okay, well, Ben will step in to help, and we just won't do anything else with the park. That's not that. There's zero reason for their involvement if that's the case. That's not what they're looking to do. It's not what I'm looking to do. We're trying to make things bigger and better, to be honest. I don't want to go, I can't at this point I'd go into too much detail about what that might be, but as I said, you just got to trust me that I'm doing this for the right reasons. I'm working hard on it. I have been working hard on it all winter, as the guys at the company I'm mentioning, they're putting the efforts in too, which is one of the other reasons that I get a really good feeling about them. So yeah, thanks for your patience over the winter. I mean, I really do appreciate it. I've tried to get back to as many messages as possible. In fact, I don't think I've missed any. I might have been a little bit late with some, but I've replied to your messages. I'll continue to do so. It's just I can't properly reply to the ones that saying, hey man, when are you next open? Because the kind of cross the board message is soon as possible. I'm working on it, bear with me. Anyway, thanks very much for getting this far through the video and listening to a guy ramble to a camera on a stick in the middle of the woods. I'm not sure how many of these I'll continue to do. I might do some, I don't know. It'll still be me running the place and building stuff, so maybe I will, who knows. Anyway, that's for the future. That's the update for now, folks. Thanks very much, catch you shortly.